Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Also, hello to all Rangers fans. Welcome along to the channel if you're indeed watching this. Now, feel free to leave your tyrants of abuse to me. I'm not bothered. It's what I expect at this point. Even though I try and be as nice, as impartial, as unbiased as I possibly can, there's still the people who probably don't even watch the first, 10 seconds of the video and still just want to jump to the comment section, leave a blah blah blah, we are the people comment, and then piss off. So if you want to, I'm not bothered, I appreciate anything, so welcome along as well there. Today we are obviously going to be previewing the match on Saturday for the final time in 2017. We will be previewing Celtic versus Rangers, the Glasgow derby, the Old Firm, whatever tickles your fancy. We're going to be previewing the match, giving my predictions to the match, giving my just kind of tactical summary of how I think Celtic will play, etc, etc. You know how these things go down, you know how they work as we come to a close in 2017. I appreciate all the good support and such over the full year, so I thank you for that, and keep that up by leaving a like on this video. Get to, 200 likes, we'll try for it, since it's a special match, a big game in this season for Celtic. Also, before we go on any further with the video, I just want you all to go and check the description. I recently helped out in a video from Sharp Div. If you've watched him, he's a Rangers kind of YouTuber. He done a video on Kieran Tierney and Ross McCrory, and I was lucky enough to be asked to give my input into the video. So if you're interested in seeing that, make sure to check out the description below. I will leave the link. Go and share some love over there as well. So, the Old Firm on Saturday, Celtic Rangers, the second time we meet this season after we met at Ibrox back in September, October, was it? I think it was September. I think I'm right in saying that. We met them at Ibrox. Celtic obviously won the game 2-0. It wasn't the thumping that I was hoping for. Hopefully we'll see that this time around, but I think it's going to be a time where I'm going to go in this game not as high expectation level, not got as high an expectation level as I previously may have going into the Old Firm games. I want to see us absolutely tear them apart, of course. I want to see us go in, win 5-1 again. I want us to go in and tear them limb for limb, not give them a minute of the fucking ball. Just constant pressure on Rangers to make mistakes and ultimately give the game to us, keep the game in our hands. But will the game go down like that? Completely different story. It's always hard to predict how a Celtic Rangers match will go. If there's one thing that is certain in this world, is you cannot predict how a Celtic Rangers match is going to go. Every time I've came on here and I've said this weekend we're going to absolutely shag them. We've ended up, we drew 1-1 with them the last time I done it. The other time, we only beat them 2-1 at Ibrox, and we beat them 1-0 at Hampden. They were the 3 times I went in like, oh, we're going to shag them. The other times, I said, I think it's going to be a close game. We went to Parkhead the first time last year, pumped them 5-1. Okay, I think it's going to be a close game at Hampden this Sunday in the Scottish Cup semis, because Rangers will win a cup. We destroyed them. We only won 2-0. But it was one of the most dominant performances you're ever going to see. And any other time, oh, they want revenge for last week and they're at home. It's going to be tricky. We beat them 5-1 at Ibrox. So it's really hard to predict what's going to happen in an Old Firm. And if you've got experience in my channel, you know I've never really predicted correctly. And I want to predict correctly by saying we're going to go and destroy them this weekend. But the chances of that happening are they as high as have been in the past. Now, Rangers are not in the best of form. They won last night against Motherwell, fair enough, hats off, but they've lost their past 2 games and could have easily lost their last 3. They were embarrassed the 3 before that. St Johnstone played them off the park, Kilmarnock were all over them, and Hibernian were very unlucky to lose to them. Hibernian played them off the park as well, especially in the second half of that game. That was a game I did watch. Yes, Rangers fans, I watched the Rangers game. I was watching to see how Hibs were doing, okay? But those 3 games, they didn't do too well. They did pick up a win against Motherwell last night. Not read into it too much, don't know how Rangers performed, but Celtic obviously picking themselves back up after losing to Hearts a couple of weeks ago. We were embarrassed. We were shocked and stunned by the result of Hearts beating us 4-0, which has came along, as many people would say, many people are going to say it's came along as a blessing, because we needed that kind of wake-up call. We needed that kick up the arse. And that has acted as a bit of a kick up the arse. We've picked ourselves up, and we've got 3 wins in the trot now, including a big win against the second best team in the country. We beat them 3-0 convincingly. Derek McInnes claiming we were lucky. Don't know what game he was watching, but we did manage to dispose of Aberdeen quite easily. We disposed of Dundee the other day, not as convincingly as we did, I would say, Aberdeen, but it was a solid performance, what you'd expect. And the other games as well, I can't remember who we fucking played now, but we did in fact win. Hamilton, I'm sure everyone was, wasn't it? We beat them at Parkhead. So, you know, we've picked ourselves back up after that loss, which was horrid to say the least. We didn't expect it, and it could have acted as one of two things heading into this Old Firm. It could have acted as a demotivator, in the sense that, oh god, if we're getting beat 4-0 Hearts, then how are Rangers gonna play against us? And also just this motivator, which I think it has acted as. I think it's going to be good for us heading into this game on Saturday. Now, I'm going to just say it straight away. Celtic should be winning the match. On paper, we should be winning the match. Now, I know pals will have a problem with me coming on here and saying we're going to win 4-0 this weekend. Don't worry, I'm not saying that. On paper, though, we should be winning the game. We are still by miles far and wide better than Rangers Football Club. Still on paper, every player in the park, everywhere, in every aspect of the game, we are still a better club than Rangers, still a better team than Rangers, and we will be for the foreseeable future until something happens to Rangers miraculous that will give them the financial ability to catch up on us. We are now we're in a position where we're just the most dominant team in the country. We know that. We don't need to go through that. So on paper, we should be winning this game on Saturday. I'm fairly confident we will win this game on Saturday. We just need to play football ruthlessly, I would say. A word that I've used many times in my match preview. Ruthlessness is what we need. A wee bit of aggression, a wee bit of passion on the park. Mostly ruthlessness. I don't think we should mollycoddle our way about this game, go up 2-0 past the ball, but I want to see us score as many goals as possible. And of course that leaves you kind of weak and exposed at the back, and with our defence, that is the last thing we want to see, because as we know, our defence isn't the best in the world. But you know, those past 5-1 games, the way we played in those games, replicate those performances. And of course, to replicate those performances, you need Rangers to replicate their performance, which was dog shit. Absolute dog shit. So, I mean, you need that to happen on the other end of the spectrum. But I just want us to see us play so similar such football that we could go out there and score 5 goals again. The last thing I want to see is us up 1-0 and then fucking Clint Hill to your eyes for the dead and score another 90th minute goal. I want us to see us win the game comfortably, give us the bragging rights as usual, and just show that the league is ours. There was Rangers fans trying to claim there was going to be a title race a month ago. No, we are now what, 11 fucking points clear of them or something? There was never going to be a title race, but I just want to, you know, and I don't want to come in, that Rangers fans who are watching, I don't want to come on here and just sound like I'm such bitter against Rangers, but I just want that, you know, you would feel the exact same way. You want that way just to get the bragging rights, shut them up. There was never going to be a title race. You want that on that hand of things. You just want that to happen. And I want us to play that ruthless sort of football, because Rangers, they're not going to lie down. Of course they could be shit on the day, but Graham Murray has came to Parkhead before and he's got a positive result, and I'm sure he'll be confident in his abilities to come to Parkhead and get another positive result. How will Rangers play? I don't know. They'll end up flooding the midfield again. And that's it. Going right down the middle is the problem with Celtic. You go right down the middle and you expose those centre halves and you've got yourself bingo. There we go. And we need to stop that from happening. Keep the ball. Just be ruthless. Score as many as possible. Be clinical. Don't waste chances. That's what you need to see from us. We need to see that on Saturday. I just want to see us put as many in in the back of the net as possible. In the net. That's where the ball has got to end up. Obviously, that's the aim of football. But I mean, I want to see us be ruthless with it, not mollycoddle our way around a 2-1. The team this weekend, got to give my prediction for the team, haven't I? Craig Gordon, obviously, in goals I'm going to go with. Right back, Mikael Lustig. Centre-half partnership. Now, here is where the most of the discussion is going to come up. Now, I'm expecting it to be Boyata and Ayer. But I'm hoping it is Simunovic and Ayer. I'm done with Boyata. I'm fed up with him. I know we've not conceded in like 3 games now. I'm giving that to Christopher Ayer. I think he's came in there and he's done a phenomenal job. Dedrick Boyata still, for me, is just too dodgy. Even in those games we've kept clean sheets, I've been like, what are you doing, Dedrick? There's been points where I've been sitting looking, dear Christ. You know, Jozo and Ayer, for me, have to start on Saturday. Left back, Kieran Tierney, of course. In the midfield, Cham Hank has been phenomenal recently. He's really picked up from where at the start of the season he wasn't looking like what we wanted to see from him, but he has started picking it up now. I think he's looking great. I never really doubted him, but he just wasn't playing that way that we thought we were going to see from him at the start. So Cham and Brown, obviously, in the midfield roles. Sinclair out left. Forrest, obviously, out right. Player of the season so far. I'd have Armstrong play in behind Moussa Dembele. I would start Dembele Dembele. Amidst the rumours and obviously Griffiths scoring at the weekend, I would still have Dembele start. No doubt in my mind he is the man who should be starting Saturday. I think he has got a hat-trick or something in him if he's playing against Rangers. I could just see it. But more on Celtic, you know, defend well. Don't let Rangers get anything silly. I feel like if they're going to get anything, it's going to be from careless defensive errors. We can't let that happen. Computer's turned off on me because I've been talking for 10 minutes. We can't let that happen. Don't give them anything stupid. Don't make any stupid errors. Just play safely, but be ruthless. Get those goals. Be strong at the back. Be strong going forward. That's what I want to see. I just want to see goals. I want 5-1 again. I want 5-0. My score prediction, I'm going to be realistic though. I'm going to say a 2-0 win for Celtic with Dembele getting a goal and Forrest getting a goal. I think that's how it's going to go down. I'm looking forward to it. Bring it on. Love a wee Celtic Rangers game. I will be there, in case you're going to ask, because I know there'll be plenty of comments asking, will I be there? I will be there. But if you have enjoyed the video, make sure you hit like and subscribe. Let me know your predictions for the game on Saturday. And until next time, I'll see you later.